Greetings to all. This is Professor KVH. Once again, I am here to teach you the concept of listening skill. Dear students, we already discussed about the concept of the very four skills of English language. So let me discuss today the concept of listening skill. Dear students, listening is the ability to accurately receive and interpret messages in the communication process. Listening is key to all effective communication. So without the ability of listening effectively, so messages are easily misunderstood. So as a result, communication breaks down and the sender of the message can easily become frustrated or irritated. If there is one communication skill you should aim to master, then listening is it. Because listening is so important that many top employers provide listening skills trainings for their employees nowadays, and even this is not a surprising when you consider that the good listening skills can lead a better customer satisfaction. So greater productivity with very fewer mistakes and even increased sharing of information that in turn can lead to more creative and innovative work. So good listening skill also have a benefits in our personal lives, including the concept of the greater number of friend and social networks, improved self-esteem and confidence, higher grades at schools and even academic work, and even better health and general well-being. Studies have shown that whereas speaking raises blood pressure, attentive listening can bring it down. So listening is not the same as hearing. Just I told in the last period and in my earlier classes I told that the listening is not the same as hearing. So hearing refers to the sounds that enter your ears. It is a physical process that provided you do not have any hearing problems. So that happens automatically. So listening, however, requires more than that. So it requires focus and concentrated effort, both mental and sometimes physical as well. Listening is not a passive process. In fact, the listener can and should be at least as engaged in the process as the speaker. The phrase active listening is used to describe this process of being fully involved. Listening means paying attention not only to the story but how it is told, the use of language and voice, and how the other person he uses his or her body. That may be in a question of a body language. In other words, it means being aware of both verbal and non-verbal messages. So now the purpose of listening. What is the purpose of listening? See, there is no doubt that the effective listening is an extremely important life skill. Why is listening so important? Listening serves a number of possible purposes, and the purposes of listening will depend on the situation and the nature of the communication. So now the question is, how should be listening? The process of listening should always be concentrate on these factors. Let me discuss one by one. So the very first one is to specifically focus on the messages being communicated and avoiding the distraction and even preconceptions. Second one is to gain a full and even accurate understanding into the speaker and the speaker's point of view and even ideas. The third one is to critically assess what is being said. And the fourth one is to observe the non-verbal signals accompanying just what is being said to enhance understanding. And the fifth one is to show interest, concern and concentration. And the sixth one is to encourage the speaker to communicate fully openly and honestly. The seventh one is to develop selflessness approach, putting the speakers first. And the last one is to arrive at a shared and agreed understanding and acceptance of both side views. So these are the points should be remembered, that how a listening skill should be followed. So with this I conclude this class. In my next period I shall bring another concept for you. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Take care of yourself.